Hello and welcome to a new mixed media menagerie video. This month for September the theme is trees. We're using a bunch of different greens as our color scheme, a texture tool, modeling paste, and tea bags, as well as this washi tape from Nina Fickett Designs. So if you'd like to find out more about that, visit her Etsy store or Peace Craft Love, a previous sponsor. This month was my month to provide the ephemera pack, so this is what I gave to everybody. I tried to incorporate a bunch of green things, whether everything was green or just, a little bit of it. So I'm kind of ripping out some of the strip of green and blue that I want to use, and I'm taking some of the papers and doing my normal collaging to the page, and I'm using the heavy gel medium by Liquitex for this. So something that I like to do when I use modeling paste is to mix it with gesso. I feel like it makes it a little thicker and a little obviously more opaque because you're mixing it with a pigment, essentially, the white. So I have a little jar that I kind of keep some of it already pre-mixed. So I just added a little bit more to the jar, and now I am taking a Stencil Girl stencil. This is like my favorite stencil. I use it for pretty much everything, from Wendy Brightbill, and I am adding that to my background. So now I am going to take this Master's Touch paint. It's called Ocean Green. Doesn't really look green, so I wanted to show you that it is in fact green. It looks more of kind of like a turquoisey color, which, I mean, I guess some turquoises are called turquoise green, so you know that's also a green, and it counts. So I'm using this, and I watered it down a little bit so you could still see through it, and then I am taking some golden Chromium Oxide green and mixing it and just wetting it and letting it all kind of flow together. So I already used some tea bags in my background, but I wanted to use the tea bags as a focal point also. And this stamp by 100 Proof Press of this tree is like one of my favorites. So I'm just stamping it on some tea bags because I'm not sure, you know, I was thinking about using them in a couple different places, so I wasn't sure how many I would need. So now I'm grabbing this strip of cheesecloth that I included in the ephemera pack, and I'm using some DecoArt Media Fluid Acrylic in green gold to add some stripes. This is a technique that Dee Catron used in the fodder challenge that I have kind of adopted and fell in love with. So I'm going to use this, you know, with the tree, the tea bag tree, as kind of a focal point. So one of my favorite things to draw when I first started doing art was trees. I just used to love the idea of like these kind of, I mean they're not dead trees obviously, but they have no leaves on them, so maybe it's like wintertime. And you know, they're just so big they kind of go off the page and everything. So I decided to kind of, since our theme this month is trees, I decided to do something kind of loose with that, and I wanted it to still be part of the background, so I used a Stabilo pencil and then water, and I'm just going to, I don't want it to be like super dark because I don't want it to be, you know, the focus of the page, right? I want it to still be part of the background, so I'm just kind of wetting it with water, letting the water kind of flow and letting it do its thing. So I felt like the background needed some pops of a darker color, so I took the Fur Gloss Spray from Dina Wakley, and I just added some splatters all around. And now I'm going to construct my focal point. I am taking this tag that I included in the ephemera packs. I got it from Tina from A Dog's Life on Instagram. She has an Etsy shop where she has a bunch of cool ephemera, and actually I think she's trying to liquidate a bunch of it, so maybe check that out if you're interested. So I am gluing my tea bag tree to the tag. I kind of wanted it to blend into the background. So I'm using the fluid matte medium so it'll kind of melt, and you can still see the tea lines from the tea bag, which I think is pretty cool. So I gessoed those chipboard pieces, which are from UmWowStudio, and now I am adding some of my mixture of gesso and modeling paste to the tag with my texture tool that I chose to use. I kind of wanted to cheat a little bit and say that the spatula I use is technically a texture tool that I used earlier on the journal spread, but then I decided no, I'll use it on this. I'm adding some little bits of washi tape to the tag to add some pops of that green color, and the washi tape is really cool. Make sure you check out the graphic at the beginning to see, you know, what it looks like, what all of it looks like. It is really awesome. So I decided to add some coffee to the tag to bring in a more neutral color, and like also kind of, you know, reminiscent of the tea bag and everything. So now I'm going to take all my elements and finish constructing my journal page. I'm going to take my yes paste and add the tag. I couldn't decide if I had wanted to maybe cut the tag in half a little bit or keep it the full size. I ultimately decided to keep it the full size. And then I'm going to take my painted fabric there and add that. And then I have my spray painted chipboard pieces, and I love this color. It's a variation of a green or turquoise, but I felt like it just didn't work, which now that I'm looking at it, it probably did, to be honest. But I decided to spray them black to make them more of a contrast and a pop. So now I've added my chevrons and I'm going to add a focal point. I'm taking some of the washi tape to put under my focal point and kind of layer it a little bit. And this is one of those quote chips from Tim Holtz, and I peeled off the chipboard backing and glued it on there. So one of my favorite things about the journal page is this area of white writing that peeks through from some of the papers that I glued down. So I decided that I kind of wanted to expand that a little bit and add some more writing. And now I'm taking some of the gold Lindy's spray that I've been obsessed with since I got it from Mary Beth Shaw. I'm splattering that around, and then that is it. I really hope that you enjoyed the journal page, and I hope that you enjoy all the other pages that the other ladies do. Make sure you check out Erin and Nicole's. Make sure you check out Nina's Etsy store for her washi tape. And I hope that you will play along with us, and I can't wait to see what you guys create. Thank you for watching.